The world of assessment and certification.
Yeah.
What we are used to is the paper certificate, the physical certificate that we all carry about. Sometimes we don't even know where we kept them. Sometimes you're unlucky. Fire gusts your house, God forbid. Sometimes there is flooding. Many people are going to lose their certificates right now because of the heavy flooding that is taking place all over the Federation.
Yeah.
Sometimes the certificates will be eaten up by termites. Sometimes you are traveling on the way. One could be involved in an accident.
And obviously,
and on.
Technology solves all of these problems.
Technology has come to solve all this. So this is the big one. We are just trying to react to the technological age, to the demands of the present or the modern world. That is why WAEC has deemed it necessary to introduce this device called the WAEC Digital Certificate. And there is a platform for it. So
I'm happy that's by the way, that's a great one from Mr. Patrick, talking about how WAEC has digitized certificates. So if you want your WAEC certificate, it will be easily accessible by just going on the WAEC platform, creating an account and accessing it from there. Very, very easy. I'm really happy. Like, we've come a long way. There are people that have lost their WAEC certificate. With all the examples he gave, that a lot that has happened to people's certificates, and it's very, very, very difficult in even getting another certificate. Even accessing it primarily, it's not easy to access your WAEC certificate. Like, there are prices that you need to pay. So I'm really happy. And hi, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, real MVP. What's up? If you're a new subscriber, I basically talk about interesting topics, especially document authentication processes, Web2 transactions, and a whole lot. You want to check my playlist to check what interests you right there. So let's dive more.
If you lose your certificate and we are giving you what we call attestation of result right now, you pay 60,000 naira. Because this certificate is not cheap. You have to import the blank certificate from abroad and then print it before you issue. But right now, with this digital certificate, to just access it, you pay only 7,500 naira.
Wow.
We are not after the money. We want to bring our services closer to the doorsteps of the Nigerian child. We want to improve our service delivery. We want to announce ourselves on the big stage. WAEC Nigeria is the biggest examining body all over the world because of the Nigerian population, over 200 million people. So we just want to put smiles on the faces of everybody. So to access it, you pay 7,500.
Sticky attestation. Wow. Wow. I'm like, why attestation when you can easily get it online? Why the need for attestation if you can easily get it online? And if you lost your document but you know the candidate number, of course you can easily get it. And even if you do not know the candidate number, there's a way you can retrieve it on their website. Yes, there's a section you retrieve your candidate number. Mind blowing, right? I'm just bewildered by how easily we can access it. Like, this is something that we needed for the longest. So this is good news for you especially that lost your WAEC certificate.
If you calculate the number of years now from 1999 to date, that's quite long. We are working on 1970 now to 1998. So from 1970 to 1998, latest February next year, by the special grace of God, those certificate owners will be able to access them. We are not going to look at 69 downwards. You would agree with me that anybody that wrote his exam in 1969 will be about 70-something years of age now. With due respect to age, I don't think such people need their certificates again. So we should just allow them to make do with their analog certificates.
So the exam year that is available is from 1999 to present. So this video was done 3 years ago, and they said they would do some improvement to the exam years they would want available, and what is currently on the site now is still from 999 to present. So it's a good one. It's a good improvement. All in all, to me, it's a good improvement. So I'll be showing you right now how to access this certificate on the desktop. Do not worry if you are using phone. You can still do it on your phone. So let's get into this. So if you're wanting the link to this website, I already indicated the link in the description box below. You just scroll down and click on the link to bring you straight to this website. And once you are here, you would want to create an account. If you don't already have an account, you can watch this video. I did a video on how to get your exam number. So in the beginning of that video, I talked about how to create your account. You just create your account, and once you've created your account, you can stop there and come all the way over here to see how to log in. So we come over here to log in as someone that's already registered on the WAEC website. I'm brought to this dashboard that gives me the different forms of utilizing your WAEC. You have access, you have share, you have certificate, and you have wallet. So what we want to do here is just to access our WAEC certificate. So we are only concerned with things here. In accessing your WAEC certificate, you would need to have your candidate, that's your exam number. And if you don't have your candidate exam number, you would want to watch the video I did on how to recover your candidate exam number just in seconds. All you need to do is follow every detail. If you wonder where that video is, probably up. Look at the hand pointing up, just click it. It will guide you on how to get your exam number ASAP, easy. So what you do after that is come over here and select country, Nigeria. It's already in Nigeria. And exam year. For the exam year, you put the year you wrote that exam. The only available exam year we have for people with WAEC, people looking for their WAEC certificate is from 1999 to current. You can see 1999 to 2025. So let's just for this video, let's just pick 2004. Yes, let's just pick 2004. And once you've chosen the exam year, you want to come over here and select the exam type. Did you write your exam in May/June? Did you write your exam in November or December? All you need to do is choose one. For this, let's just go with May/June. Just to educate you guys, the date of birth here is optional, but in your case you want to use it, you just want to use it. So it will make retrieving your certificate very easy for them. So I would like to do that. So let's include that. And once you're done including that, you want to come over here and include your candidate number, which of course I'll go back to say again, if you don't remember or you've lost it, you have to come over here and get your candidate number. I explained all that in the video I was drawing emphasis to previously. So once you input the candidate number here, you don't want to input it again for the system to confirm it. So in this part, it probably doesn't allow you to paste. You want to type it out again, just like you typed this one. You want to type it out. And once you are done, you come over here and agree that I have verified the information above. So you go through these terms of use. After you click that, and after you've gone through it, I advise you to go through it. Then you come here and click on agree. After you've clicked agree, you come here and click on access certificate. It brings all your information out. After clicking that, you can see your candidate information, payment, certificate, access. So you have to confirm this information about you before you go over to pay, and then you'll be given access to your certificate. So this is your exam number clearly written out, right? That's your candidate number you got from retrieving in that former video if you had gone through that, and the exam year clearly written here, your country and the period in which you wrote the exam. Then you see the payments option next. It tells you this is 30 units and you'll be charged 7,500 naira. So 30 units is equivalent to 7,500 naira on the WAEC website. That's just basically how they do their costing and charge. Once you're done with this and you're sure that this is your information, right, you go over here to click make payment. Let's click make payment, and it gives you two options for making your payments: Flutterwave and Paystack. We commonly use Flutterwave. If you want to use Paystack, you go ahead and choose it. Let's go with Flutterwave and click on make payments. Payment initiated successfully. So we'll just wait for it to load up. So yeah, brought us here, and you can see the transaction breakdown. That's the cost of what you're going to pay. And we have payment option. You can pay to Flutterwave in card, USSD, bank, or bank transfer. In the other video we talked about card. Let's just go to bank transfer. If you want to do card, all you need to do, put out all your details. You should be very used to paying with card at this point if you want to use card. So let's check bank transfer. All right, these are the details for transferring from your bank app. So you go to your bank app and you put in this account number. This account number right here, you're going to include it, and this name is going to pop up. You save WAEC Digital Set as your beneficiary, and this transaction, right, is going to expire in 9:04. That's like 1 hour. I was checking my time, it's 18:05. Let's give you a 1 hour interval, and if you don't pay within the stipulated amount of time here, they are going to regenerate another transaction again. So you want to be mindful of that payment method. And once you are done paying, you come over here and click I have made this bank transfer, right? So I'm not clicking it because I already have my original WAEC certificate. All I want to do here is just to educate people that do not have their own, in order to find a way of accessing theirs on the website. After you make payment, it will automatically send you here to the certificate section, and it will ask you for your address and phone number. So you want to put the address that you have on the identity document that you're going to present to them here. If you have your NIN, of course you know your NIN has an address, so you're going to use here, and you're going to use a very valid phone number, so they can send you an OTP, and you use the OTP in going on to the next step. You know, just like that, just have to put the right details so that you go to the next step, right? Just to confirm that you are the valid candidate trying to access your certificate. So the next step is going to lead you on to is to present a means of identification. If you want to use your NIN, you're free to use your NIN or any means of identification. Just make sure it tallies with, the former things you've submitted. And once you've put your identity document, it will give you access to your certificate. So you just come all the way here, access to your certificate. You click it, it's going to show your certificate in this drop box. When it shows your certificate, you see the download button by the side. Of course, you guys know the image of the download button. You click it and you can download it however you want. You save it to your desktop. So for those of you guys that are using phone, just in the phone you see a kind of drop down menu, like it's a logo, it's a kind of icon that has 3 lines. So when you click on that icon, you go over to certificates and you can access your original WAEC from there. You click on the download icon, it downloads, saves to your device, and voila, you have your WAEC certificate in your hands, straight digitalized form. You can choose to print it out from there. And some people are asking, oh, it's going to be kind of different from the one you get at the office. Yeah, it's going to feel different. You want to hold it in your hand like the original WAEC certificate is to go to a cyber cafe and ask them to print it on a Concord paper. Tell them that you're printing a WAEC certificate. Yeah, eventually that's it. And I'll be linking up another video on how to share your WAEC results. There are people that want to share their WAEC results to institutions, organizations, workplaces. So you'll be able to share your already accessed certificate to whomever you want to. You can share it to an individual, you can share it to an organization, right? So I'll be doing a video on that next, and I'll link it up in the cards and also in the description box for you to click and check on how to share your certificate to any educational body or organization. And if you like to support my channel, guys, you can check out the description box below and leave a little something there. You can as well choose whatever denomination applies to you in the description link. I create research-backed reviews, lifestyle tips, and eureka moments to help you solve everyday challenges. So your support goes towards creating these helpful guides, product reviews, and in-depth research, so you have those aha moments. And at the end of the day, your support really means the world to me and keeps this channel going, making a real life difference. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. I appreciate you guys. So I have a lot of videos on document authentication processes. Even if you want to authenticate your WAEC, I have videos on that. And I implore you to check out my playlist on document authentication processes. You click the one that concerns your fit your narrative. Once you choose that, you can find any option that interests you about how to authenticate your document at the Ministry of Education. Even with the current transition in the Ministry of Education, I teach you how to authenticate your document there and how to authenticate your documents at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well. So do well to check out those videos. If you like the quality of this video, please like, share, and turn on notifications to be notified on my next video. Until I come your way next time, is the JJ. See you in my next one.
Full of gold, tryna count on my regrets like the stories I told. Mama said, boy, don't sell your soul for applause, but the silence louder now than a million God. I seen kings fall quick.